Blake Shelton seemingly has it all, but his path to the top has been marked with difficulty. From losing his brother to a private struggle with fertility, here's what we know. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani met later in life. While the timeline offered them a second chance at true love, it also came with obstacles. Stefani was already in her late 40s, and Shelton was about to turn 40, which meant the chances of having children of their own were slimmer, but they were reportedly hopeful they'd find a way. According to a source close to Shelton, expanding their family was a bigger priority than even tying the knot. They reportedly had high hopes that they would be able to get pregnant, given that Stefani had her third baby when she was 44. The Insider told Us Weekly in 2017, they believe there is still a chance for Gwen. But if this story was true, the couple seemingly had a change of heart a few years later, with Stefani and Shelton celebrating their big wedding before any baby news. They haven't given up, though. After realizing that naturally conceiving might not be in the cards, they reportedly started looking at alternatives. A source told Life and Style in April 2024, they've had surrogates on board, but something always seems to fall through at the last minute. It's been a struggle. While it wasn't the baby they'd been hoping for, the couple did add a new member to their family in September 2024. Stefani posted on Instagram that they'd adopted a sick kitten, nursing it back to health, and naming it Corn. In January 2012, Blake Shelton lost a major influence in his life. His father, Dick Shelton, died at age 71 following a long period of health struggles. Because of the loss, Blake postponed tour dates so he could spend time with his loved ones. He thanked his fans for their prayers and support on his website. While his father's death was tragic, it wasn't Blake's first significant loss. That occurred when he was just a teenager. In November 1990, Blake's older brother, Richie Shelton, died after the car he was traveling in collided with a school bus in Oklahoma. Richie's girlfriend, who was driving, and her 3-year-old son also died. Blake, just 14, had his world turned upside down. He told Cowboys and Indians in 2018, "It was literally like the world went silent. There was a void in my world all of a sudden, and I'm still not over it. I'm just used to it."
I wish Richie could have been here to see this.
Shelton has never claimed to suffer from addiction, but he recognizes his alcohol consumption may have gotten out of hand. In December 2023, he opened up about wanting to make positive changes while admitting that his attempts at drinking less had been unsuccessful up to that point. He told Entertainment Tonight, "I haven't managed to stop drinking yet. That's been, even cutting back has been hard. It's a resolution though, and I'll say it again right now. That's my New Year's resolution, is to either cut back or stop drinking altogether." It's unclear whether he fulfilled his 2024 resolution of cutting back. He collabed with Post Malone for Pour Me a Drink, a song that celebrates drinking with friends after a long week. In social media posts about the song, Shelton appears to be enjoying his own drink, although there's every chance it could just be a soda. But Shelton has come a long way. Back in 2011, he had an unapologetic take on his drinking habits.
"I drink alcohol, and I always will until I die."
Blake Shelton is proud of everything he has accomplished in his career, but he also feels he may have worked a little too much at times. When Shelton became a stepfather, he began to look at his work-life balance with different eyes.
I think being a stepdad has changed my perspective in that I'm not the first person that I think about anymore,
That's what motivated Shelton to leave The Voice in 2022 after spending more than a decade on the show. He wanted to invest in his relationship with his stepsons and go back to making music. A show like The Voice requires too much attention to shoot and promote on top of other priorities, causing him to lose track of other important aspects of his life.
I just feel like, those days are behind me for now. I got a more important job.
After retiring from TV, Shelton vowed to be more selective about the projects he takes on. He told People magazine, "I've just kind of been trying to be very mindful of the next thing that I do, be thoughtful about it, and be sure that I'm not just doing things because I'm on the hamster wheel anymore."